And in the House of Representatives, at least, a Republican speaker takes credit for keeping the government that his party has come to hate running for the rest of the year. Boehner's problem in his first months as Speaker of the House has not been with the opposition party. The Speaker of the House almost never has to consult with the opposition party or worry about it in any way. On most days, the House of Representatives operates like a Soviet-style institution where the powerful can ignore the powerless and the minority party has absolutely no voice. Boehner's problem this year has been the party within the party, the Tea Party. It was the Tea Party that defected on Boehner's vote today, and it is the Tea Party that Boehner will need to pass his next budget bill in the House. Joining me now is a Tea Party Republican, Congressman Blake Farenthold, who represents the 27th District of Texas, which includes Corpus Christi. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, Congressman.
My pleasure.
Congressman, when we spoke last Wednesday, you weren't sure how you would vote on this agreement this week. How did you vote today?
I went ahead and voted for it. I think you're in the right place in government when you've got both sides mad at you. You're about in the middle where most of the American people think you ought to be.
What do you say to the 59 Republicans who said this simply wasn't enough, this compromised too much with the Democrats, and the CBO revealed that it was filled with budget accounting gimmicks that mean there won't really be the amount of spending cuts that the negotiators claimed there would be?
Oh, I think there are significant cuts there. I think they're of a historical level. And I agree there weren't enough cuts. But you've got to realize that we are only a part of the government, and we have got to compromise to go on. I think this is a historic win. We need to claim our win and move on to where the real money is, which is the Ryan budget and the path to prosperity. The thing that I'd heard you talking about earlier that I really do want to tell my freshman buddies is they voted with Nancy Pelosi against the budget. They might have a problem with that.
I want you to listen to what President Obama said yesterday about the Republican position on the top tax bracket. Let's listen to that.
They want to give people like me a $200,000 tax cut that's paid for by asking 33 seniors each to pay $6,000 more in health costs. That's not right. And it's not going to happen as long as I'm president.
Congressman, why do you want to charge people $6,000 more so that you can pay for a top tax bracket tax cut?
I don't think we're charging anybody anymore. What we're looking at is we're flattening the tax rate and getting away from these deductions that the rich.
On Medicare, Congressman, your plan, which is a very expensive plan to carry out, meaning expensive to the people who use Medicare. You impose much, much higher costs on the people who use Medicare. That's your plan for saving Medicare spending, is by making the users of Medicare pay much more. And what the president is saying is that the amount of money they need to pay matches the amount of money that will be then given back to top income taxpayers like the president.
You see, I don't think that's true at all. We are committed to no changes to Medicare for people over 55, and we're looking at a plan to save Medicare and Medicaid that, if left alone, would go bankrupt in not a very long amount of time. We are running out of time. We're trying to save these things, not destroy them.
Congressman,
the math doesn't work.
Congressman, if you are the decisive vote on the debt ceiling increase in the House of Representatives, will you vote for that increase?
We're not there yet. We don't know what the terms and conditions are. As Republicans,
so
I think
it is conceivable to you that if you were the decisive vote, and this could easily come down to one vote, if you are that one vote, you would be prepared, if your conditions were not met, to vote against a debt ceiling increase and have this government default on its debt for the first time in history. You could cast that vote.
I don't think it's going to come to that. I think we're going to find a way. Right now the government pays all the bills at the same time. I think we're going to find some ways to work around that to where we can set our priorities as to what we pay. But I think we're going to be able to come to a deal on this. This whole CR has set the stage for the fact that the Republicans and Democrats can work together. The president himself, in his speech, acknowledged the fact that we have got a spending problem. Now, the president and the Republicans differ on how we're going to deal with it, but now that we're at least on the same page as to what the problem is, we can work together for solutions.
Congressman Blake Farenthold, one of the Tea Partiers who's already learning how to compromise. Thank you very much for your time tonight, Congressman.
My pleasure.